Greetings, technology enthusiasts. I am Chandrahas and I am delighted to be here with you representing CyberBrainer. Do you not believe that the technology sector is advancing at an unprecedented rate, making this an opportune moment to acquire the skills that will facilitate your progress? With CyberBrainer, we are empowering you to take control of your own future. At CyberBrainer, we do not merely impart your interests. We assert that information is power, yet it is the application of knowledge that distinguishes you. Our courses are meant to equip you with essential skills, whether you are pursuing data science, understanding artificial intelligence, or delving into cybersecurity. Let us commence the session and seize the future today. Thank you. Let's examine Guidewire, a cutting edge insurance program and its uses for accelerating insurance processes.
We will cover the concept of bundles now. We have seen in the GoSub queries, right, how we can create different operations using GoSub queries, how we can write corresponding GoSub queries corresponding to the SQL1s, and we can read the information from the database. But what if we want to write an information into the database, right? How do we write that information? We want to set up some of the fields. We want to update the field values in the database, right? What we need to do? We need to just figure out that it should be done, that operation, that storing information operation should be done in a bundle. We need to, it needs to be stored in the bundle. Data needs to be in the bundle. We need to make sure about it. But in some places in the bundle, there are some places which needs explicitly define a bundle. And there are places where you do not explicitly define a bundle. Do not define any bundle in out of the box of behavior only. It is already inside a bundle. You do not need to define it explicitly. What are those places where you need to define the bundle explicitly and where you do not need to define the bundle? These places are where you need to define the bundle or classes. And here the places would be business rules, workflows, PCF files, all these things. Let me open the paper there. I can show you more. Manual bundle processing means we need to explicitly define it. These are the places: web services, batch processes, queries. Web services, batch processes, all these things, right? These are coming into the GoTo classes only because when we are creating all these files, web service file, batch process file, which I will be covering in the integration part, right? We have to create the classes for this. The classes are the umbrella term for this one. From classes, you can say if you want to specify in the batches, we need to specify the bundle. In web service, we need to specify the bundle. In plugins, these three concepts are related to the integration. And what are the others? PC. We have defined PCF code here also. Here you can see PCF files are there. Here also PCF files are there. But if I know what PCF file is in the read-only mode, then we have to define it explicitly. If it is not in the read-only mode, then we need to not read only, then we do not need to define. Bundle is for transactions, right? Transactions bundle is for transactions. Transactions is only. Why do we need bundles in? But if it's a read only, then it will not impact any transaction, right? No, it will impact the transaction. Suppose, let's say you have a button. Read only means when your PCF file is in editable mode. When you already clicked on the edit button and there would be two, all the PCF files would be editable, right? All the PCF elements would be editable. During that time, your PCF file is in a writable form. If the fields are not editable and you have not clicked the edit button, then your PCF is in read-only mode. Suppose when your PCF file is in read-only mode, you have not clicked on the edit button yet. Now you want a button inside the PCF file. That is explicitly for running some business logic, and you are not showing anything on the UI, but you are learning some business logic, and based on the business logic, you are just storing some data in the database. In that case, you have to explicitly add the button. Because your PCF file is in read-only mode, then it should not be in read-only mode. Let me tell you the difference. Here read-only mode links when we are clicking on the edit button. When we are clicking on the edit button, all the fields are editable. Now my PCF file is not editable. Now we have this suggestly busy user, right? If my PCF file is editable now, it's not in read-only mode. When I go back to rules, I do not need to define any bundle here. Explicitly suppose I want behind this button. I want this, my business logic, to run like some data needs to be stored in the DB write. I do not need to define any bundle. It will be automatically happened. I just need to give the values to the database fields. That's it. I just don't need to define any bundle. But if suppose I am cancelling it, now you can see if in this case my button is disabled, right? But suppose let's say my button is enabled in this case. Now it is, my PCF file is not in a readable mode, right? Now I'm clicking on this button. Whatever data I am adding now in the database on the click of this button, right? That should be in a bundle by, because my PCF file currently is not in a read-only mode. It's in a read-only mode. Now you know the difference, right? When I'm saying read-only mode, it means that it's not PCF, file is not in editable state. We have added button. That's good, but it's not currently in editable state. It is in read-only mode right now. When I'm trying to edit it, then it is not in read-only mode. The PCF file is in readable mode. Now, if I'll click it, I do not need to specify the bundle explicitly for this one, but that's why it is not allowing me to perform any task here on the click of this button. When my file is in read-only mode, you can see this button is also became non-editable. Because in the backend code might be, we have not specified any bundle. If this would be editable, this would be enabled, right? If I click it, it will throw an error because we are doing it from the read-only file, right? It needs a bundles. That's the difference. It's a minor difference, but fine. Bundle, when you're saying bundle, it's a transaction. Transaction is nothing but a transaction of storing some data in the database. Suppose we have 3 lines of code. Line 1, line 2, line 2. And we have a requirement that we are setting some fields in line 1. We are setting some another field in line 2 and setting some field in line 3. If in the third line of code my error exception has been occurred, these 2 lines will be reverted. If I'll keep my bundle in these 3 lines of code in the bundle, these 3 lines of code is a complete transaction for me. If something went wrong in the middle, it will roll back the entire transaction. What is it for PCF file? What is the transaction for PCF file? The transaction is, we do not need to explicitly define the bundle right here. You can see. When we are clicking on the edit button right, I do not need to define any bundle. If I'll say, for example, if I'll give any value here also, see it 22. Till now, this particular value is not going to the database and saved to the database. When I click on this update button, then only one by one these fields are saved in the database, right? If one by one these fields will be saved. Suppose address 2 is saved. Address 3, after saving the address 3, while saving the city, some error has occurred, right? It will roll back the entire data. It will not save anything. That's how it automatically handles the bundle. When it is not in read-only mode. But in go to classes or in these places, right? Plugins, PCF file, web services, everywhere. You have to define the bundle. Let me go deeper into the bundle side. What exactly the bundle is and how many types of bundles are there? Bundles are of 3 types: current bundle, read-only bundle, and new bundles. What are these? Current bundle is something which we find in the PCF file from the UI context. Right now, this PCF file, we don't know what need to specify this bundle explicitly, right? But it's not like we are not specifying it explicitly. It doesn't have the bundle itself. It has the bundle, but OOTB has initialized the bundle for that. We do not need to explicitly, manually define that bundle. The bundle which is used in the PCF file in the OTB is called the current one. What is the OTB? Out of the box application. When we say OTB, it's out of the box application. When we am clicking on the edit button right, my current bundle will get started internally. And if I save some data, I'm putting some data here, right? And I'll click on the update button internally. My current bundle will be committed. Then there can be a question that what is the current bundle? You can say that current bundle is a bundle that is created automatically and committed automatically when the PCF file is in a non-editable mode. When a PCF file is in editable mode, current bundle is coming from the UI perspective. Now we have a read-only bundle. What are the read-only bundles? Read-only bundles are the bundles wherein you can just read the data. You cannot write anything. We have seen. I'll give you an example. You have seen Go Soup where you write. We have written many Go Soup queries. Whenever we are fetching an object from the Go Soup query write, that object is set to have as a read-only object and it is set to be coming from a read-only bundle. For example, let me open this. I have this query object. Let me create the select statement. And I'll pick the first row. Now if I want to change this query obj dot, which field I want to change name field display name. I want to change the display name. I'll change the compatible types. I'll give some other field. It's throwing an error here. Right. I cannot add this field here. I cannot write this way because this is from a read-only bundle. Got my point. Where if I want to add this, if I want to change the display name right to some explicitly, I want to change something to display name to some different display name. Right. Then I need to create a writable bundle. What are the steps to do that? First, I will fetch the read, only one done. That is, I will create the query. Fetch that you don't live in meaning create the query. The query which you are creating right. Using the select is in read only one done. Then after that you have to create a new bundle. You can create a new fresh bundle. And then copy the read only one. Done means copy this read only bundle which you have created to the new bundle. Copy object of read only bundle to new bundle. These are the three-step process if you want to change some value of the field. I'll give you one example. To keep it simple, I'll just pass it like this. And a B context. I gave them this variable as an AB context. Now you can see here if I'll do an AB contact dot. Sorry, I'll change this also. I'll create AB contact, not AB contact. I'll create first name. Right. Here I'm taking the AB person called objects, which is having first name as Chandra. Right. Let me try to change the first name directly. If I'll run it right, it will throw me an error. It will ask me to add it in a bundle. First, let me see whether I have any such row. I have this person, LVNN, I'll take this person only. Now I'll try to run it. Sorry to see. I'll print some value. Start. I print hit. You can see cannot modify a bean of a B% that is in a read-only bundle. It's saying that this person object is in a read-only one because we have just fed it from the database. What we have to do is we have to what we have to do is we have to create a new bundle and add this object into that new bundle, right? There is syntax to create a new bundle. How? What is the syntax? Now we have done the first step here. First, the read only. Read only bundle is first with AB person, right? Now we are creating a new bundle of g.transaction. This is the way how we can create a new one. There is a method in the transaction class run with the bundle. We need to call that method, and this method will take goSubBlock as a parameter. In the previous class, we have talked about the goSubBlock, right? What is the goes? How do we define the goSubBlock? Inside the goSubBlock, we have to define a variable ELT, and then the code which we are going to write in the goSubBlock comes in the curly braces. Whatever I will write in this between these two curly braces, right? Those will be set to be having it in a bundle, new bundle. And I need to specify the username also in the second parameter. The username is SC. This is a syntax which I need to use. Now you can see here I have created my new bundle. I have my read-only fetch to my read-only bundle. I created my new one. Now third step is copy the object of read-only one, that is a B person, to the new bundle. To copy, there is what I will do is my bundle name is my bundle name is new bundle. This is the bundle name. New bundle name. What I will do, I'm just copying AB person with a new bundle into the new one. AB person equal to new bundle dot add AB person. You got this. We are performing the third step here. Copy the object of read-only bundle to the new bundle. Inside the new bundle, there is a method. Add method is there. We are adding the inside the new bundle. We are adding the AB person, and we are assigning that addition to the AB person object itself, that we can do the changes in the database. We did not create a lot of AB person, right? Which B person is it referring to? It is taking the AB person from here, from outside, but then add. It's like we have this method, right? If we'll shorten, suppose A equal to 5, we can write it like print A plus equal to 1. Like this we have shortened writing in Java. A equal to A plus 1, right? We have, if suppose we want to write this, suppose this will print 6, right? What we are doing is we are incrementing here and assigning that value back to it. Similarly here, we are also doing the same thing. We already defined the AB person here in a read-only bundle, right? What we are doing we are just assigning the read-only A, B person to a rateable bundle, and then again assigning it to the A, B person variable. That's what we are doing it here. Now AB person, this variable is a readable bundle now at this point because we have copied it. A, B person, if you want to change the first name, we can change it. Now if I will run this, I'll clear this one. If I'll put into this and at the last, now I'll start doing it, but will let not throw again because the line 30, I need to remove the site. It started in. It has updated, it means. Now if I want to check this person right, I can check that also. I'll just have to refresh it and the name would be changed to the term. That's how it happens. And this line of code is in a transaction. And it's in a transaction by because we are defining it in a bundle. We can define multiple items here, right? A, B, person dot age. Also we can define all these things. That's how bundle is created and committed explicitly. When the cursor reaches the end of this particular curly brace, right, it will commit the data at that point. Whatever data we are given here, it will save the data. It will save all the data. When it reaches the end of the bundle, right, it will commit all the data altogether. That's how it is. Let me go to the PPT. Now we have covered out what is current bundle, what is read-only bundle, and what is a new bundle. You can just new bundle is what we created for committing right. New bundle we have to create for committing the data whether ever we will have the manual bundle processing. For automatic bundle processing it will already. We do not need to commit and explicitly define. The bundle automatically is handled, right? But for manual processing, we need to define the bundle and commit the bundle. It has also. You can see here they have defined this syntax, the same syntax which we have seen. Now foreign key relationships. Suppose we have a person entity and a person has a foreign key relationship with the employer entity, right? You can also change, like suppose a B person has foreign key relationship with some other entity. You can change the fields of those entities also in this bundle. Once the A B person entity is in this bundle, right, all the other foreign key relationship entities which are in the foreign key relationship with the A B person entity, right, automatically they will be in this bundle, right. Automatically, you can change the values for that. Let's say, let me check what are the foreign key with the A B person entity. Let's say AB person dot employer. A B person is a foreign key to AB company. Because a person can be an employee of the company also, right? That can also happen. That's how, if you want to, I'm just changing some value of this number of employees. I want to change. Number of employees is not writable. I'll have some writable property. You can see here I have not changed the direct field of every person. I've changed the foreign key relationship field with the AB person object and it will not throw me any error. This point is clear, right? Foreign keys are also in the writable bundle. This is explained here. And you can also refer the foreign key with the dot notation. Suppose you are working with a new entity. We are creating a new object of the A B person entity. Here, what you have done is you have the read-only bundle object of the person. But now I'll just comment it out. Let's suppose you do not have this read-only object. You have a new object is all AB person and person entity, like where with a new keyword AB person equal to new AB person. Is it in a writable bundle or read-only bundle? We don't know, right? We need to define this particular object in a bundle. But it's the read-only bundle, right? If you are creating a lot, every person, you continue. Every person, unless you put it in a bundle, it's read-only, right? No, I did not say that. I said only for the queries when we are querying something. Queries comes from the read. Only one then, not the new objects. Whenever you're creating a new object, right? You don't need to create it's not in the read-only bundle. That's what is mentioned here. We were talking only about the queries. When we are querying any of the objects from the database using the guide work query API, right? We have GookRemake, then entity name. Why will the bundles come into play if we are talking about the objects? Bundles are only related to a DB transactions, right? Yes, what do? I'll tell you where it will be useful. In later section it will be, I'll tell you just a second. Let's suppose say this target company. I'm just giving you this example here. This target company is in a bundle. Well, let's say we have this particular A, B person entity in this bundle, right? Which we have created. Let's say I'll just comment this one. Let's say this A, B person entities and some bundle. But now we have set some of the fields in the bundle like first name employer. The foreign key entity also. We have set some of the fields in the bundle, but let's suppose say we want to, there is an array key relationship from A, B person to some other entity. We can say that we can have an array key relationship with the history entries. It can have multiple history. A person can have multiple history entries, right? What I will do, I will just create an ally I just want to add the new history entries in this particular AB person. Object. Suppose there is already 3 history entries already present in the same person object, but I want to create a fourth one, right? What I will do is I will create a history entry, object, history with the new keyword, right? New history entry. And I will populate some of the fields here and read out description equal to dummy description. I'm just starting this now. My history entry object is created. Now this particular object I need to add to the AB person object, right? That it gets added as an array. I'll click on this and I will search for the method add to history entries. This whenever we have an array key relationship, right, we will have automatically. There would be a method name, add to array key name. There would be that method automatically present in backwhere wherever we have an array key relationship. We have an array key relationship with AB person, from AB person to history entry. Automatically, you will have this method created in the backend. This method takes history entry as a parameter. When we give the history entry object which we have defined in line number 20, right, it will be added. It will be added to that array. But my question is, say, if we create this line 20 to 22 in line 15, it should still take it, right? It will take it, but let me show you how it will take it. It will not throw any error, but I'm going to tell you that there is no use of doing that, right? It will be hanging around. These lines will not throw any error. This line will not throw it. 615 and 16 will not throw any error, but line number 17 will throw the error. I can add that line number 17 in transaction. Then it will not throw the error, but it will work right. I don't have to need the object inside the bundle. That's how it works. That's why we do not need to have it explicitly. That's why we have this segregation. You can just practice it. You go through this particular document which I'm sharing. And you will also, while you're reading it, right, it has the note section also in the beneath. You can see it will have the note section as well. You can go through the notes. You will find some new things also which we might not have covered yet. You can just ask me the doubts. Whatever you will have, there are some of the fields there are some of the methods which we can have on the entity names. Suppose we have this entity, particular entity AB person in the right table, right? We can reference to some of the fields like AB, person is field changed. AB person is field changed. And in parenthesis, I need to give the field name like first name. I'll give the first name. What it will return? It will return true. Because it will check the original value of this field and it will check the current value of this field. If it is changed, then it will return true. And there are a few methods which are present for each of the fields in the entity, that it will be useful for writing our logics in our business scenarios. GetOriginal value is a method which will give us the original value of the field before the change. Entity changed. This changed property will also return whether that particular entity fields has been changed or not. It will return true or false. What entities can you copy to the bundle? This is a very good question which gets asked in the interview a lot of times. A modified entity. Suppose when an entity is unmodified, right? You can copy, you can create a new bundle, and then that entity you can add to the new bundle. If you want to copy a modified entity, you will not be able to copy. Suppose you are creating a bundle inside a bundle. Suppose, let's say you have created a bundle here. Now, again inside this line of code, you are creating a new bundle and adding this entity here. It will check this particular entity has been already changed here, and again I am adding it in this particular entity in a new bundle. It will not allow me to add it in a new bundle. Only unmodified entity can be added to copy to the new bundle. Modified cannot be. New entity cannot be added to the new bundle. New entity means this one with a new keyword. If we have any object created with the new keyword, we do not add it in the bundle. It will automatically be added in the bundle. There are some methods which we can utilize. There is, you can see copy of an entity bundle to copy to dot. Add method in parenthesis original entity. We have used this. You can see line number 20, the same. We have used it here, right? Same syntax to copy the entity in read-only entity object in a new bundle and assign it again to that particular variable. Right. Current bundle. We have talked about the current bundle in the earlier slides, right? Whenever we are talking about the PCF file and whenever we are doing something in the PCF file right in the editable mode, then we get it there is a current bundle in that case. If you want to have an object of current bundle, then this is the syntax of it. Like you can see here, if someone is clicking on the send button in the backend, it is right. It is running this logic. It is fetching the current bundle and then committing the current bundle explicitly means it is just fetching the bundle. Whatever changes are done here, it is just fetching that bundle here, current bundle here, and it will commit it. That's it. Please do like, share and subscribe to our channel.